Over $1 trillion has been lost from the stock market today. And here is what you need to know so far. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBet Solutions. We had a short and then I went long. I've been day trading RKLB. Not the most ideal setup, especially because markets are super irrational right now. I don't want to get too into it. I was up 4,000. I gave back like $500, a few $100. Position still isn't open, so it's still not closed. So it's still open to risk. The big thing is NASDAQ market sold off. I think at the lowest point, it was down 1.8%. Surprise, surprise. Markets are trying to recover. We talked about this yesterday. Markets are still incredibly irrational. The thing that I want to highlight is, the news. Bond yields are up. There's a lot of uncertainty now. None of this is new. Bond yields have been up. And this is the part that I've talked to my LPP team about before. If you look at the 30-year Treasury, we're at one of the highest levels that we've been at since 2006, 2008, the great financial crisis. The red flags have been present, but the market continues to ignore it. And the thing that I want to highlight, the reason I'm sharing this is it's not that, I told you so. It's that the markets can continue to ignore it. Inflation has been going up. We talked about the PPI report yesterday, how the producer price index report is at one of the highest levels for core PPI since 2022. Markets didn't care. They ended the day green, irrational. Overall CPI, both overall and core CPI came in worse than what was expected. Markets didn't care. They still tried to end the day green, irrational. Labor market's incredibly weak. Markets don't care, pushing up higher, irrational. The tensions in the Middle East. We've been going up in the market for 6 weeks straight. For what? A peace deal? No. Irrational. As you can see, the markets can 100% stay more irrational or longer than we can stay solvent. I do want to highlight, and we've been doing, I feel like, a fine job making you aware that bond yields are high. Remember, this is the rate in which the United States borrows against. Just like if you have an interest rate with like your mortgage or your car payment or your credit card, no one wants to buy or borrow at more expensive rates. That's the easiest way I could explain this. Why do bond yields go up? Well, maybe investors see there to be greater risk for the U.S. to repay their debts. So they're asking for greater returns. Higher bond yields. But then that means the U.S. has to pay a higher price for what it borrows against. Remember, we're $39 trillion in debt. We pay trillions a year in interest payments alone. The U.S. does not want to borrow at higher interest rates. But guess what? Because of the concern of PPI and CPI, this is the thing that not enough people care about. They're like, the thing that's happening in the Middle East, people don't really care about it. It's driving oil prices higher. Sure, that's one thing. That's overall CPI. But oil isn't everything. And as we've seen now, core CPI, which is all items less food and energy, are also going up. Again, a weak labor market, rising inflation, screaming bond yields. We're at, nearly 20-year highs. We're at the same level that we were. You can see back to 2007, the great financial crisis. But yet, markets will continue to ignore this. Today, it looks like there's a slight shock in the market, and I'm surprised that markets are actually trying to somewhat recover. I really am. This has been a pressing issue. But we've talked about this with our LPP team. Remember, that's the team that gets to watch me trade live every day. If you ever want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below. We talk about how the market has these seasons of irrationality. And although there might be pressing issues and bad economic reports that are being released, it ignores it. And it's not until later that, like today, oh my gosh, wait, inflation is going up? Wait. The labor market's weak? Wait, you're right. The stuff that's going in Iran, it's not getting better. Wait, bond yields are back up? Oh my goodness, you're right. This has been present for weeks. But now the market chooses to care. It's little runs of irrationality and then these like corrections, kind of, if we even want to call it that. The market's red day is 1.2%. Who cares when the market rallies 20% in 30 days? This is the NASDAQ market, and it's had one of its most aggressive bull runs from lows to highs, nearly 30% in 44 days, a month and a half. So even with this slight pullback, what I shared with my LPP team is we've been aware of this, but let's also not overwhelm ourselves with an issue that the market might not be ready to react to. And it's so frustrating because we do know of this issue, but the market gets to decide when it's a problem. And that's the easiest way that I can express this, right? That is why within LPP, we try to share these like little tools with you guys for you guys to be aware. It's asking you to sign in now. But it has like the little greed or fear index. And by you understanding if there's a lot of greed or fear in the market, like right now, markets are overbought, there's a lot of greed. It's not that you have to be scared of being invested. It's just that maybe you're not over leveraged or over aggressive. And if markets were down or begin to sell off, then maybe that's when you begin to look for deals, right? It's knowing when to step on the gas and knowing when to let go of it. And that's the best way that I can say it. Right now, we're pulling on back to on the 4-hour time frame. There still isn't no break of structure. There is no break of support. There is no active sell-off. This is a pullback, not a correction. Again, you guys know that I'm all about shorting the market intraday if opportunity presents itself. But I also have to be straight up, right? We do not have that, at least not yet. It doesn't mean that we can't, but we definitely do not have that now. And remember, markets have been so incredibly irrational and so bullish for no reason that there's just so much optimism in this AI revolution. And don't get me wrong, there is value in AI. But at some point, we also have to understand it's not that it's so much of a bubble, it's just the problem because we have a small basket of companies that are inflating the markets to all-time highs while everything else gets left behind. There's a disconnect between those companies that are actually excelling and those companies that are barely getting by. And I think a lot of people are beginning to see that. So again, I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. Like I've said before, again, I work with our LPP team every day. I try to make them aware, not just what's happening in the market, but also fundamentally on the back end for them to be aware of the different economic reports that might not be negatively impacting our markets now, but they are a problem and they are something that will in the future. So again, if this is something that you would like to learn more about, I just encourage you to take 2 minutes, click that second link down below, learn a little bit more about our LPP team and see if it's a good fit for you. I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that earned a thumbs up. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team, and happy Friday.